Aloha and welcome to Breath and Flow Yoga. My name is Katie and I have Bradley here who's already in Shavasana. So today we'll be working on some breath work to begin, as always in this class. It's about 45 minutes long, and then after our breath work we'll work into some movements that will open up through the wrists, the shoulders, and the low back today. This is an all levels class, but as always, take it at your own pace. And we'll get started. Seated position. Go ahead and grab a pillow or something if you want to get nice and comfortable, because we'll be here for a little bit working on our breath. So make sure you're in a nice, comfortable seat to start. So go ahead and grab that pillow or whatever you need to make that possible for you. And then we'll get started. So let's come to a nice, easy seat. Whether that's cross-legged half lotus or full lotus, or even sitting back on your heels. Whatever that is for you, find that comfortable space. And just shut your eyes here, close your eyes. Allow yourself to bring yourself into this present moment by first observing the physical body. Feel your sits bones press down in towards your pillow or mat. And begin to feel that groundedness beneath you as you lift up through the spine. So you just gently lift through the heart and let your shoulders draw down and away from your ears. So you're forcibly putting those shoulders down and away. So you're opening your heart. Let the crown of your head extend towards the sky, creating length all the way up through your crown, but also still grounding down through your sits bones. As your eyes are closed, just imagine that length through the spine. Feel that groundedness. Feel that length up through the crown of the head. Feel your palms resting gently on your thighs, creating a nice grounding sensation. And once you feel that nice alignment through your spine, begin to check in with the mind. Now, throughout the practice of yoga, the mind will naturally quiet a little bit more. But when thoughts arise, as they naturally will, instead of dwelling on those thoughts or giving much more attention to them, just let them drift right out of the mind, just as easily as they came in. Kind of like creating a slideshow of thoughts as they just come in and smoothly release out. So let's begin to focus on our breath. Let's take 3 inhales in through the nose and exhales out through the mouth to begin. So inhale in through your nose, fill your belly. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale in through the nose, fill the belly up. Exhale out the mouth, let it completely go. One more time like that. Big breath in through the nose, deep breath into your belly. Let it go. Nice. So we're going to breathe in and out through the nose now, and the nose only. As you inhale in, let that breath draw deep into your belly. Just imagine that inhale traveling in through the nostrils, through the back of the throat, through the rib cage as it fills into the belly and the heart. And then as you let that breath go, same thing, imagine the breath pouring out from your nose, emptying the belly, emptying the lungs. Good. Inhale, use that same visualization, almost like water flowing in, cooling, enlivening. Fill the belly. Fill up your cup all the way up to the top of your throat. And as you exhale, release, pour smoothly out. Let yourself empty. Good. Inhale in through the nose. Big breath all the way down to the base of the belly. Fill the lungs all the way up to the top of the throat. Exhale, release. Let it completely go smooth all the way out. Pour from your cup. Good. Big breath in through the nose. Create your own pattern of breathing. Deeper inhales. Deeper exhales. Smoothly in. And smoothly out. Let this breath be longer and deeper than most of your natural breathing. And as you inhale in, maybe you even pause at the top and hold the breath for just a moment before letting that breath go. And then when you let that breath go, pause at the bottom of the breath with that emptiness. A few more rounds. Deep breath in through the nose. Maybe create that gentle constriction in the back of the throat, creating our Ujjayi, victorious breath. And let your exhale smoothly release just as it came in with that gentle constriction in the back of the throat, controlling our breath. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the nose. Let's take 3 more rounds together. Stay with me. Inhale in. Exhale out. 2 more. Inhale in. Exhale out. 1 more big breath in. And big breath out. Good. Keep your eyes closed if you like. We're going to begin to move with our breath. So continue your breath as you inhale. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms towards the sky so that you're facing those palms up with your hands interlaced. Draw your shoulders down so that you plug your shoulders back in towards your socket. And then open your heart a little bit more. So you want to move your biceps back towards your ears or slightly behind your ears. Let your palms face up so you feel that nice stretch through the fingers, the wrists, and the forearms. Take another inhale and lift up through your heart. Maybe even look up. Expand your chest towards the sky. And now as you exhale, keep your hands like they are, but face them forward towards the front. Palms face forward. And begin to hollow out through your chest. So it's like you're puffing the back of your shoulder blades towards the back of the room. Reach forward through your palms. Stretch back. Good. Let's come back up. Inhale. Open your shoulders back. Keep your hands as they are. Look up. And exhale, come back forward. Curl in, tuck your chin. Puff through those shoulder blades. Inhale, lift up, shoulders back, look up. Open your heart to the sky. And then exhale, curl in, pull in through your belly. Press forward through those palms. 1 more time. Inhale, lift up, roll your shoulders back, look up. Exhale, curl in, tuck your chin, press away through those palms. Now as you inhale, come back to heart center with your hands, interlace your fingers. So you're creating a little fist with your hands. Now let's just circle out, moving clockwise to begin. Circle through the wrists. Keep your palms together. Just get a nice circular motion. Switch directions, counterclockwise, circle around. Good. Now we're going to switch which thumb is on top. So just switch the opposite thumb on top and same thing. Let's go clockwise. And then counterclockwise. Just circle out through the wrists. Nice. Now as you take your next inhale, let's reach our arms up towards the sky. Fingertips reach up. And as you exhale, let's twist to the right. Right hand down on the earth behind you. Left hand to the top of your right knee. Roll your right shoulder back. Look out past your right shoulder. Sit up tall. Pull in through your low belly. Draw your shoulders down and away from your ears. Nice. Inhale, reach both arms back up to the sky. Look up, create length. And exhale, let's twist to the left. Take your left hand down to the earth. Right hand to the top of your left knee. Roll your left shoulder back. sit up tall. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Roll that left shoulder back. Deep breath. Good. Next inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Look up, create length. And as you exhale, take your hands back behind you. If your legs are crossed, shift back and switch the direction of your legs. And let's inhale, reach our arms up towards the sky. Look up, lengthen. Twist to the right. Exhale, take your right hand down to the earth behind you. Roll your right shoulder back, look back. Take another deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Good. Inhale, back through center. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, twist to the left. Left hand to the earth behind you. Right hand to the top of that left knee. Roll that left shoulder back. Take a big breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Inhale, back through center. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And now as you exhale, let's just take our hands back behind us. Shift your hips back. And just unravel those legs, and you can move your pillow or whatever you were sitting on to the side. We won't be needing that anymore. And just come to a seated position on your mat with your legs out in front of you. Flex through your feet, remove the flesh from underneath your sits bones, so you're grounding down through those hips. Take an inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Now as you exhale, begin to hinge forward, reach towards your toes, peel your shoulders back. And now as you fully release down, let your arms just relax down towards the earth. Shoulders roll down and away, ground through those hips, tuck through your chin, and just kind of melt towards your legs. So you don't have to fold completely forward, you don't have to reach your toes exactly, but just let your legs stay engaged while your heart reaches towards your toes and just melt in towards the legs, just getting into those hamstrings and your low back. If the knees are bent, that's totally fine. Let your belly rest on your thighs. Good, one more breath in, and then take a breath out. Good, now as you inhale, grab a hold of your right foot, right outer blade of your foot. Begin to lift up. As you lift up, pull that right knee back with you, like a bow and arrow. Just kind of pull straight back. Lift up through your heart. Keep both feet flexed. You should feel a nice stretch through that right hip and low back. Deep breath, lift through your heart. Shoulders roll down and away. Just look straight out in front of you. Create a nice tall spine. Now, if this is okay on your knee, begin to take your right foot to the inner left elbow. Take your right inner elbow to the right knee. So you might be kind of just holding hands on your foot and your knee, but if you do have that extra space, wrap completely around and take your hands to interlace. And we're just gonna rock side to side here. So whether you're just holding on to your hand is holding onto your knee or your foot, or if you are interlacing like I am here, same stretch, you're still getting a nice big circular motion through that hip, working into the low back and those joints. Keep your right foot flexed, keep your shoulders back as much as you can, just like you're rocking a baby here. Rock side to side, circle around, switch directions. Nice. And then we'll slowly come out of this by placing our right foot on the outside of our left knee. So just cross right over. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. And now as you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Take your right hand down to the earth behind you. Wrap your left arm around the front of your right knee. Roll your right shoulder back. Sit up tall and twist to the right. Nice job. Deep breath, lift up through the heart. And as you exhale, look back. Good. Inhale back through center. Reach your arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, take your hands down behind you. Shift back. Extend that right foot forward. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Look up, lengthen. And as you exhale, hinge forward, just like we did before. Relax the torso down towards your legs. Relax the head and neck. As you're in this posture, notice there might be a little bit of a difference between your right and left leg now. So we're going to move on to that left leg. Same thing, left hand will grab a hold of the left outer blade of your foot. As you inhale, slowly come all the way up, pull that left knee back, sit up tall. So you want your shoulders to draw back as you pull that left knee back. You'll feel a nice deep stretch in that hip. So create a long spine through the crown of your head. Flex both feet. Deep breath here. Keep pulling that left knee back. Roll your shoulders back. Gaze lightly right out in front of you. Deep breath in. Good, and now as you exhale, coming into our rock the baby on the left side. So again, you might be just grabbing onto the foot and the knee with your hands, or you are fully wrapping, taking your left knee into the left elbow pit, as I like to call it, and your left foot into the right elbow pit, kind of like you're rocking a baby. And you can begin to move side to side, circle around, lean back, lean forward. This is getting really nice and deep into the outer hip, the piriformis, and into the low back. If you often sit in a seat all day, maybe at a desk or driving, or you're just watching Netflix all day, whatever it is, this is a really good stretch as it gets deep into those hips. Decompresses the low back. Switch directions if you haven't already. Good. Now slowly come out of this by releasing your hands and placing your left foot on the outside of your right knee. Sit down into those sits bones, sit up tall. Take an inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, and as you exhale, wrap your right arm around the front of your left knee, left hand back behind you. Roll that left shoulder back. Sit down and towards those sits bones, reach up through the crown of your head, twist to the left. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good, let's come back through center, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, take those hands down behind you, shift your hips back, extend that left leg straight out in front. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, one more time in our forward fold. Soften your knees, tuck your chin, fold in, maybe a little bit deeper this time. Relax through the head and neck, pull the heart forward. Good, and then inhale, let's rise back up, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands back behind you. Cross your ankles. Take your hands over your knees and let's shift forward into our tabletop position. So our shoulders are coming right over our wrists, hips over the knees. Gaze down between your thumbs. Take an inhale in, lengthen through the crown of your head, and then as you exhale, let's turn our fingers towards our knees. Good, and we're gonna do our cat-cow breathing with our fingers turned towards our knees. So as you inhale, roll your shoulders back, tilt your tailbone up, look up, and as you exhale, curl back up and in, tuck through your chin. You should feel a deep stretch through the forearms and the wrists. Good, inhale, shoulders back, tailbone high, look up. Exhale, curl back up and in, tuck your chin. Good, one more time, inhale. Open through the heart, tailbone high. Exhale, curl up and in, tuck through your chin. Nice, let's come back through neutral. Turn your fingers back forward. And then we'll turn onto the backs of our hands. Fingers point towards your knees, and we're just gonna pause here for a moment. This can be kind of intense. So if you like to shift back and get a little bit more, feel free to do that. I'm just getting the opposite side of the wrists here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice. Now let's turn our palms back normal, fingers turned forward. Inhale in neutral spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward, puppy dog pose. Melt your heart down towards the ground, gaze forward. Let your heart press down towards the mat as your tailbone tilts to the sky. Let your heart melt down. Your hips are just right above your knees. So this is different than child's pose where our hips are pressed back towards our heels. Our hips are actually directly above our knees as our heart presses down even deeper towards the mat. Good, inhale, shift forward. Let's come onto our forearms for Sphinx pose. Slide your knees back, Let your elbows come slightly in front of the shoulders, palms down. Lift up through the heart, create some traction through your palms as you pull the heart forward. You should feel a nice engagement through the upper spine as you open through the chest and shoulders. It's a subtle movement as you grip down onto your mat with your palms and pull your heart forward. As you exhale, let's lower our chest down, tense your hands to the outside of your mat for a free-flowing cobra. Roll your shoulders side to side, circle out. Maybe even twist, dip one shoulder down and then the other. Work into your shoulders, circle them back. Get all those cracks and pops out. Let it feel good through the shoulders, through the spine. Stay low or move high, completely up to you. Let's take another breath here in this free-flowing cobra. Good, and then we'll come back through center. Take your hands under the shoulders, slightly towards your rib cage. Elbows point back, shoulders roll back. Take an inhale, press slightly into the palms, but mostly lift through your spine so you engage your back here. Press your heart forward. Now as you exhale, tuck your toes, press your hips back towards your heels. Feel the low back expand here. Ground through your palms, so take a look at your hands. Spread your fingers wide. As you inhale, let's shift forward into a tabletop. Lift your knees up off the mat. So you're just gonna hover those knees above the mat. Engage your core here. Deep breath in, press down through your hands. Engage your legs, engage your core. Keep lifting up and in through your low belly, big breath in. Now as you exhale, press your hips back and up towards the sky. Good, we're gonna move through that a few more rounds with our breath. Inhale, shift forward, almost into a high plank. Bend your knees, hover them above your mat. Exhale, press your hips back, lift your hips to the sky. Good, inhale, shift forward, knees hover. Exhale, hips back, hips to the sky. One more time. Inhale, shift forward. Knees hover, bend those knees. Exhale, shift your hips back and press your hips to the sky. So let's come into our first downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal through the feet here for a few breaths and just work into the legs, work into the calves. Downward dog is a great stretch for the backs of the legs, the ankles, even the shoulders. Strengthening through the wrists, strengthening through the core. And simultaneously strengthening the shoulders even as they're opening them up. There's a lot going on here. So when you do settle into your downward dog, feet are hips width, hands are shoulders width. Spread those fingers wide, ground through your palms, lift those hips high, roll the shoulders down and away from your ears. Pull your low belly in as you press your heart towards your thighs, hips the highest point on your mat. Let's take a big breath in here and feel free to exhale out the mouth if that feels appropriate. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, begin to step all the way up. Take your feet between your wrists. Feet are hips width distance. Inhale, lengthen up, halfway lift. Shoulders back, lengthen through the crown of your head. Now as you exhale, soften your knees, forward fold, tuck your chin towards your chest. Bend your knees a lot so that you're opening through the low back. Now let's slowly roll up to standing. Take your time, roll all the way up. Tuck through your chin. Let your shoulders shrug up towards your ears and then open them down the back, expanding your heart forward. Inhale, let's reach our arms up towards the sky, reach up high. Now as you exhale, take your right arm to reach back towards the back of your room. Roll your right shoulder back, reach your left arm forward, so you're just twisting over to the right. Inhale, reach both arms back up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left, reach that left arm back, roll your left shoulder back, keep your hips facing forward. Inhale, back through center, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, drop your head back, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears, look up. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, soften your knees, swan dive forward. Come all the way down towards your toes. And then inhale, lengthen halfway up, lift with a flat spine. Your fingertips can graze your shins or your mat. As you exhale, take your hands down to the mat. Step your feet back into a high plank pose. Shoulders are right over the wrists. Hips in line with the shoulders. Engage your core. Pause here. So pull your core into your low belly. Pull it towards your spine. Engage your belly. So as you're engaging your abdominals here, you're strengthening through your low back as well. Good, so engage that belly. Deep breath here. Now as you exhale, take your knees down to the mat. Walk your hands forward, melt your heart down, gaze forward. Inhale, shift onto your forearms, slide your knees back, pull your heart through, Sphinx pose. Exhale, lower your chest. Now listen, we're going to take our right elbow out to the right, palm face down. So our arm is at a 90-degree bend towards our right. Left hand comes right under your left shoulder. Press down. As you press towards your right shoulder, just roll onto your right hip. So you should feel a deep stretch through that right pectoral muscle. Good, let's roll back onto the belly and switch sides. So left arm out at a 90-degree bend. Right hand right underneath your right shoulder. Press down and just roll towards that left shoulder as you roll onto your left hip. Feel a nice stretch through the front of your left pectoral muscle. Good, let's come back through center. Tense your hands to the outside of your mat and just roll those shoulders side to side. Open up through the chest. Maybe even turn your head and neck side to side. Good, lower back down through center, hands under your shoulders, rolling back in. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips to heels. Downward facing dog, lift your hips high. Full breath in and full breath out. Good, now let's inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or lightly hop all the way up. Inhale, lengthen up halfway up, lift. And exhale, forward fold, soften your knees, tuck through your chin. Let's roll up to standing. Take your time. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and open them down the back. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, twist to the right, roll that right shoulder back, look back. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, twist to the left, roll that left shoulder back, look back. Inhale, mountain pose, arms high. Exhale, baby back bend, look up. Inhale, reach your arms up, mountain pose. Exhale, soften your knees, forward fold all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, lift. And exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back, high plank pose. Inhale in. Exhale, knees lower, walk your hands forward, melt your heart down. Puppy dog pose, gaze out in front of you. Inhale, shift forward onto your forearms, slide your knees back, pull your heart through, Sphinx pose. Exhale, lower the chest, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes, hips to heels. Lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Good, now we're gonna inhale our right leg high to the sky. Reach it up, bend your right knee and stack your hips open. So feel a nice stretch through the front of your right hip. As you exhale, hug your right knee towards your chest, pull it in close, shift shoulders over the wrists, and then place your right foot to the top of your mat. Lower your back knee down. Ground in towards your right foot. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Low lunge. So square those hips forward. Slight tuck of your tailbone as you lift up through your heart. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. Now as you exhale, take your hands down to the earth. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Now listen closely. You're just going to walk your hands over to the left and all the way to the back of your mat. Lengthen your right leg. Come into your side lunge, left leg bends. Good, ground through both heels. And we're gonna move side to side through this side lunge. So ground into your left heel. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, bend your left knee. We're just gonna do that side to side. Inhale through center, bend your right knee. Inhale through center, exhale, bend your left. One more time, inhale through center, exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale through center, exhale, bend your left. Come on down, lower that hip. Maybe even flex your right foot, toes point to the sky. Now inhale, let's come back all the way forward. Crawl your hands towards your right foot. Lower your back knee down. We're gonna come back into our low lunge, but this time with our hands interlaced behind the back. Inhale, ground through that right foot, lift up through your heart, shoulders back, look up towards the sky, slight tuck with your tailbone, so you're opening through the shoulders. Good. Now as you exhale, begin to press into your right foot. Send your hips back, lengthen your right leg. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hinge forward. Maybe your hands come to your hips. Maybe they come down to the earth, tented on either side of your right shin. Flex that right foot, peel your shoulders back, reach through the crown of your head. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good, inhale, shift forward, tuck your back toes, and we're just gonna send our right leg all the way up to the sky through downward dog, reach it up high, and lower your right foot down to meet the left. Inhale your left leg to the sky, bend your left knee, stack your hips open. Feel that nice opening through the left hip, ground through your right heel, square those shoulders out. Now as you exhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists, hug your left knee towards your chest, pull it in close. And then step your left foot all the way up to the top of your mat. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, let's come into our low lunge. Slight tuck of your tailbone. Lift through your heart, ground through that front foot. Lift up, deep breath. Exhale out, one more breath in. And exhale out, take your hands down to the earth. Begin to walk your hands as you tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, walk your hands over to your right foot. Bend your right knee, come into your side lunge towards the back of your mat. Good, so we're gonna flow through these side lunges just like we did on the other side. You can always choose to keep your hands down as you bend your left knee and kind of crawl yourself over, or you can come up, hands to heart, and move side to side. Just move with your breath. Inhale up, exhale bend. Inhale up, exhale bend. Nice job. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Let's go one more round. Inhale through center, and exhale to the left. Inhale, center, and exhale to the right. Nice. If your hands were at heart center, take them back to the earth. Lower your hips down, maybe even flex that left foot, point the toes to the sky if you want to come deeper into the side lunge like you did on the other side. Good. Let's inhale, lift your hips and begin to walk your hands back towards the top of your mat. Spin onto your back toes, lower your back knee, hands come behind your back, interlace. Inhale, lift your heart into your low lunge with your heart opener. Press your hips forward, deep breath, lift through your chest, look up towards the sky. Good. Now as you inhale, press into that left heel, shift your hips back, flex your left foot, lengthen that left leg. Press your heart forward, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands are either at your hips as you hinge forward, or your hands are on the earth. They can even be on blocks if you have them. Press your heart towards your toes, lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel that nice stretch through that left hamstring. Deep breath here. Deep breath out. Nice job. Next inhale, let's shift forward into a low lunge. Tuck your back toes. Just send your left leg all the way up to the sky through three-legged dog. Reach it high. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Bend your knees. Lower them all the way down towards the earth. Cross your ankles behind you. Shift your hips over your heels. Take your legs out in front of you. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. You want your heels to be a little further away from your hips, so you're creating a more diamond shape through the legs. Take your palms to face up and slide them right underneath your ankles. Take an inhale, lift your heart. Now as you exhale, bend your elbows, come into tortoise pose. So you're using the leverage of your arms to pull yourself closer towards your feet. This should feel nice through the low back and the upper spine. You can tuck through your chin and feel it even more up through the cervical vertebrae. You can even slide those forearms underneath the ankles if you want to get deeper. Good. Inhale, let's lift back up. Take your hands behind you. Scoot your hips all the way up towards your heels. Coming into your traditional butterfly pose with the legs. Take your hands to interlace around your feet. Reach up through the crown of your head. Inhale. Now as you exhale, we're just going to take a few head and neck circles. So tuck your chin towards your chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Drop your head back. Left ear, left shoulder. Circle around to the right all the way. Switch directions. Tuck your chin to your chest. Circle to the left. Let this feel good. Maybe even pause at any point that you need. Feel the sides of the neck elongate and decompress. And come back up through center. Reach up through the crown of your head. Shoulders roll down and away. Lift through your heart. Exhale, hinge forward. Let your elbows press your shins away. And this should feel nice through the low back and the inner hip. Reach your heart forward as your shoulders roll back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Inhale, lift up. Reach your arms forward and slowly make your way down. So use your core, pull in, stabilize through the spine as you come all the way down towards the earth. Soles of the feet together, knees apart for reclined butterfly pose. Palms face up by your sides. Take an inhale in through the nose. Fill your belly. And an exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. Nice. And then close your knees together like a book. Extend your right leg to the sky. Flex your right foot. Take your right ankle to the top of your left thigh. Press your right knee away. We're coming into thread the needle. Take your hands to interlace around the back of your left hamstring. Flex your right foot. Pull that left leg closer towards your torso. Deep breath in. Pull in a little closer. Exhale out. Inhale, release that left leg. Extend your right leg to the sky. Lower your right foot down. Let's switch sides. Left leg reaches up. Flex your left foot. Take your left ankle to the top of your right thigh. Press that left knee away. Take your hands to interlace around that right hamstring. Shoulders roll down and away. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Pull a little closer. One more inhale in. And exhale out. Next inhale, release that right foot down. Take your left leg to the sky. Lower your left foot down. Hug your right knee towards your chest. Pull it in. And then reach for the outer blade of your right foot. Take your right foot towards the sky. Pull your right knee down to the outside of your rib cage. If you want more, you can extend that left leg long. And keep your left hand on your left hip so you feel it even more in the hips when that left leg is lengthened. If that's too intense, always keep that left knee bent. You'll still get a nice deep stretch through the low back. Good. Let's rebend that left leg if you didn't. Extend your right leg to the sky. Lower your right foot down. Extend your left leg high to the sky. Bend your left knee. Reach for the outer blade of that left foot for a half happy baby modified. So you can keep that right leg bent if you wish. If you want more, extend that right leg long. Keep your right hand on your right hip. Feel that right hip press down towards the earth. Get a nice stretch through the low back. Good. Deep breath in. Pull that left knee down. Nice job. Let's come back to bending our right knee. Extend your left leg to the sky. Lower your left foot down. Hug both knees towards your chest. Give them a squeeze. And then extend both legs towards the sky. Wrap your right leg over the left. Bend both knees. Lower the feet down. Scoot your hips to the right. And just let your knees drop to the left as you expand your right arm out to the right. Twist. You should feel a nice decompression through your low back. One more big breath in here. Good. Inhale back through center. Scoot your hips back to the middle. Unravel your legs, reach them up to the sky. Cross your left leg over your right. Bend both legs. Lower your feet down. Shift your hips to the left. And then let your knees drop to the right. Left arm out to the left. Gaze to the left. Feel that nice twist through the spine, decompression through the low back. Keep your shoulders down on the earth. Steady breath in and out through the nose. Inhale back through center. Pull those knees back through. Center your hips. Unravel the legs, extend them up to the sky. And then hug your knees towards your chest. Give them a nice big tight squeeze. Forehead towards your knees. Big breath in, squeeze in. Now as you exhale, let everything go. Drop your toes out. Let your palms face up by your sides. Close your eyes. Coming into our final Shavasana. Deep breath in through the nose, let it go through the mouth. You can even exhale completely out through the mouth. And then let go of control. If you have the gift of time, feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you would like. If you do need to move about with your day, begin to move your fingers and toes slowly. Just reawaken the body bit by bit. And then as you begin to awaken the body even more, maybe roll off onto your right side. Take your time, crawl yourself up into an easy seated position. Allow yourself to keep your eyes closed and move softly into your nice, easy seat. Take your hands to heart center once you do meet me in a seated position. Close your eyes and take a moment to honor the light that dwells within each and every one of us. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in class this morning, or whatever time of the day it is for you. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can even hit the little bell so that you can get alerts as to when I go live and set reminders. And if you have any comments or questions, always feel free to contact me at Katie Marie Yoga on Instagram or even here in the comments. Thank you so much again for joining, and I'll see you next time. Aloha. you.